Welcome to the living room, where one of us is under the weather.
I'm on the mend.
It's on the mend. Okay, we're keeping it short on the front end, but we want to discuss two things. One, we are doing something special right now regarding exterior home photos.
Yeah. So what we do know to be true is that
Everybody looks better with a tan.
yeah, and your house does too. And so if you're considering selling your home in the next 8 or 9 months, you're going to want to consider what your house is going to look like. And the exterior photos say a lot about that. And the best time to take photos is when the grass is green, the sky is blue, and there are leaves on the trees.
That's right. So what we're offering is if you've thought about it at all, say, that's me, and reach out to us. And so we can set up exterior photos free of charge to you, no commitment. I mean, if you wanted to list your house with us, we're always willing to do that. But no commitment. You're not saying, I'm definitely listing my house. This is just something that I've thought about. You are the people that we're talking about.
Yeah, you don't have to clean the inside of your house.
That's right. No, you don't.
You just got to get the outside of your house ready for pictures.
So let us know. And then the second thing, that kind of leads into the second thing. We have a special guest on this week's living room via Zoom.
Yeah, it is one of our recommended lenders, Adam Black with Cross Country Mortgage. He's here to update us on where things stand with all things interest rate.
That's right, because we know that is what everybody wants to know. And nobody has a crystal ball, but Adam is in that world. He knows a whole lot more than we do. And so we asked him to weigh in on what he thought was going to happen, what's happening now, and just share his insights.
So take it away.
So we're here with Adam Black, one of our recommended lenders, and who we've not only recommend but used personally. Adam has recently made a move, and we wanted to give him an opportunity to share about that, and then we'll ask him the question everybody wants to know. So Adam, go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Yes, it recently made a big move for me. I've been with the current group I was with 11 of the last 12 years. So it was a big decision, but I moved over to Cross Country Mortgage. Cross Country is a big national lender. Basically have branches in every state, multiple branches in every state. And the move was one that was not taken lightly. When you've been in this as long as I have, you kind of tend to probably overthink these moves. But a lot of reasons behind it, but the biggest one was just the offerings to my clients. In this environment, the way rates are higher and underwriting is getting tougher, you just have to be able to offer something to everybody. And this was a great opportunity for that. And really, really, really pumped and excited about it. It's at 53, it's something new. So starting something new from scratch. And I mean, even though I've got a big national powerhouse behind me, it's new here in the area, and I'm so excited about it.
Okay. So what we really brought you here to talk about, the thing that we are asked the most about, interest rates. So, that's just the thing people want to know about. And we know you don't have a crystal ball. We wish we had a crystal ball to tell people what was happening, but you're in the know. And can you please tell us your thoughts, what you're hearing as far as rates coming down, going up, staying the same? So take it away.
And kind of where we've been historically and where we are now, just to kind of give everybody a complete picture.
Yeah, so going back to October 22 is when we first started seeing rates really jump up. And I always tell people, rates take the elevator up and they take the escalator down. They just jumped. It was crazy over a 90-day period where we went from, the low fours to 7, in a 90-day period at one point. And that was an abrupt, event, if you will. And ever since then, we've kept saying, hey, we're going to see a course correct. We're going to see a course correct. And all we can do is take the information that we're given from all the analysts and look at what's going on in the markets and predict from there. And we've been wrong, if I'm honest. But with that being said, I think we are finally on the right path. We have a new administration in place. Obviously, everybody knows the disruption that they've caused. But within that disruption, they're getting things back in line with inflation, the Fed, which has a lot to do with inflation. The Fed was behind. That's just, and they've admitted that. They were saying this is transitory inflation, and everybody outside of that was going, hey, you obviously don't buy groceries every Friday. So they took them some time to come around to it. And then, being honest, I think they dug their heels in and tried to show that they were right, and they just weren't. So yeah, I think there's some good things in the works. And the last quarter of 25, we're going to finally see a trend of rates going back down. We're already seeing some relief. This week alone, we've seen some stuff. I had a VA rate this week that had a 5 in front of it. First one of those I've seen in a long, long time. So there's some promise there.
So when you say down, I think people assume 3%, right? Like that's along, if ever, far, far, far away. So what do you think, if you were guessing, would be where we would end up by the end of the year? We're not going to hold you to it. Don't worry.
I think with our government rates being, when we say government in my business, we mean VA, FHA, and USDA. I think we could see a 5 in front of all of those. Conventional rates, I think we could see a low 6. I'm already seeing some mid 6s. I locked one today. So that's a good spot to be in. If we could be there by the end of the year, I would be totally happy. And I'm going to tell you, it would spur the housing market so much if we could see that. Something about that mental thing of every time you go down, we call that a handle, a 6 handle, a 5 handle, a 4 handle. Every time you go down a handle, it just spurs momentum. So in activity. So that's what I'm hoping we see. And I think we're close to that.
So we have some people, and we're not alone in this, who just are waiting on something to happen. Do you have advice for people who are waiting?
Stop. I actually posted.
You heard it here, guys. We say that all the time, but somebody else.
Yeah, if you're watching this, search for Adam Black Mortgage and look at the reel that I posted yesterday. As a matter of fact, it's ironic you would bring this up. I went back and looked at people who bought in October of 22, like we talked about a while ago, when rates just skyrocketed to 7%, versus people that waited. The average home has gained 5.5% appreciation year over year. So it's October of 22. If you take that in the average sales price in our area, those people have gained $50,000 to $60,000 in equity in their house in just that short of a period. So it's important that you're just, rates are where they've always been on a 30-year average, so the appreciation is going to far outrun what you're paying in interest. It just is. It's just
can't recover that. You can't recover it.
You can't recover it.
And we try to tell people, if you wait till rates go down, you're going to pay more for the house.
You are.
And you can always refinance, but if you miss out on all that appreciation, you're going to pay more for it and have missed out on the wealth building you would have done.
100%. That's, you said it best.
It also seems to me that people who have that low interest rate, when they're looking to make a move right now, it's almost as if we've skipped or we're going too high. They say, well, I want a house that's now, I don't know, 500,000. That's what they think they want to be in, but really they can't afford that.
That's right.
It was just like a whole rethinking of the home buying process, getting people more in line with what they can afford. I don't know. It's a weird thing that's happened, I think.
Even when rates were low, I've said for years that especially millennials, and most people in general, but especially millennials, they want their parents' house, but they don't want to take the 30 or 40 years it took their parents to get to that house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, the house I'm in now, my kids are 19 and 23 and they want it, but they couldn't afford it. It took me a long time to get there.
Well, there's that whole instant gratification thing that we're all used to. And so it's like, well, I don't want to go to the middle house. I want to go to the end house. It's like, well, maybe you need to go back, reevaluate.
I love when a 25 or 26 or 27-year-old tells me this is their forever house.
Oh, I know.
This is probably not even your forever spouse.
Right.
It's still not your house. So you got to test drive a couple of them, So yeah.
Adam, thank you so much for taking the time and joining us today. And it's always great. One, to see you, but two, just to have you share your knowledge and experience with us.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for always bringing this knowledge out there.
Thanks again to Adam Black for dropping into this episode of The Living Room. And don't forget,
if you are at all interested in taking us up on the free exterior photos, reach out, send us a message, call. You probably have one of our numbers, but call Scott. I like to direct all phone calls to Scott, and we can talk through that, what that looks like.
See you next time.
Bye.